Alright, chat. Hello. What's this? More than one shifty stream in in a year? Multiple streams in 1 year? That's kind of crazy, right? Let me look at Studio. How many streams have I? 'Cause I don't think I've streamed in maybe 3 years, but I actually don't remember. When was the last time I went live? Besides the quote-unquote graduation stream. It's September 24th, 2023. Oh wait, but that was a test stream. So it is actually the public stream is April 26th, 2023. So, nearly 3 years on the dot. Which is fun. I think you can directly correlate that with how busy I have been with school. Although now that I look at it again, there's also the fact that there's a 2-year gap between those Shining Resonance Refrain streams and any actual streams on YouTube. Although those are actually even more test streams, because I was experimenting a bit more with streaming on YouTube, but I think I did mostly stream on Twitch. Let me look at the VODs, because I'm pretty sure I uploaded the Twitch VODs pretty soon after, or I'm pretty sure I like directly used their like upload to YouTube feature for the VODs and then just edited the titles. But that is in fact also back. Actually, no, there is a stream from 2022, although that is in January, so that's practically 2021 for all intents and purposes. But yeah, today chat, I will be exploring 3D game development in Godot. Because despite how much I've actually used Godot, I also used Godot for despite being in computer engineering, I had a game development capstone project. For some reason, I have no idea why, but even with that, that was only a 2D project. Everything I've worked with in Godot has specifically been in 2D. Also, you can see me looking over at OBS. Don't mind me looking to the side. This is what I do to breathe. I don't want to breathe into the mic. Okay. Yeah, we will be exploring 3D game development in Godot. I don't know how many times I've seen this specific window. Because you get greeted with this every time you open up a fresh Godot project, and it always defaults to the 3D scene. But then I will always immediately switch to 2D and make some sort of 2D scene. But today, we will be working in 3D, which I have never touched in Godot. And I don't know what, right now specifically, what sort of game I want to make. Let me think. I've had a couple of ideas thrown around in my head. Although, thrown around in my head as in talked about it in Discord. The main obvious one for me would be making some sort of tennis game, since that's like the main project I worked with worked on before. And I think specifically a physics-based game would be pretty simple to get started with in Godot. The other option, of course, is some sort of action RPG. Throwing around the idea of like some sort of roguelike. Like some sort of roguelike action RPG. Featuring a tomboy playable character. Do you have any interest in a collectathon? A ball throw to catch any sort of creature. Any thought of it at all? No, actually. In fact, I think I might get in trouble if I tried one of those. Some sort of collectathon with balls I throw to catch creatures. I think I might actually get in trouble for that. Wow, 3D scene. What a great start. I guess we'll save this as the main scene. I will fully admit, I've not looked into how you're supposed to organize. Like, I have not looked at any documentation at all for working with 3D games specifically. Although I can't imagine it's too hard, right? But yeah, I have no idea how you're actually supposed to organize these. Although, to be fair, I think in general, I don't really know how I should be organizing projects in Godot, period. Like, the node system makes it pretty awesome. We'll get to you next time. Not this time, Nintendo. Not this time. But yeah. I don't know specifically how you should be organizing projects in Godot, but... Anyways, let's see how easy this is. Oh, but before we get too into this... Or actually, no. I'm pretty sure the Jolt 3D physics is default now in Godot. So I was gonna go check the settings to make sure that we're using Jolt physics, but I think we should be good already. Because it's still a new default. But I did want to make sure I'm using that. I mean, let's see how easy it is to actually... Oh, this is an interesting problem with recording this. Let me see if just adding a window capture for this window will work. call this? I don't know, Godot pop-up window. Because I do have. I am not making the mistake of doing an entire window capture, because I know I'm going to like immediately dox myself because I'm fucking stupid. Newsflash, fucking stupid. Yeah, we'll put that in the middle, and we'll see if this it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away if I close the window. Okay, well, chat, you don't need to see that anyways. You don't need to see this anyways. Although it would be nice. But, I don't know. I guess first we'll try to see if I can actually get, like, a quote-unquote player character that is walking around. I think that would be the first priority, maybe. Let's see if I can even get a quote-unquote base plate in the first place. Collision, the static body. 3D body can be moved by external forces. I create that. Then doesn't have a shape. Oh, that's fun. The pop-up windows are gonna show at all. So I'm just gonna look like a fucking crazy person who's navigating around. Maybe I should do a window capture. That might be a huge mistake though. I feel like a window capture is a big mistake. So I'll just stick, or with a whole screen capture. I'll just stick with doing the windows. And unfortunately, you guys won't be seeing any of the pop-up windows, I guess. But I'm going to add... I assume this needs some sort of shape. Consider adding a collision shape 3D. I add a collision shape 3D. Shape must be provided. I have to make a shape resource. Make it a box. Like this. Leo pig. Okay, that did not work as I'd hoped. I was hoping that I could just make a solid box. A solid gray box. Hold on, let me see. The CSG primitives. Oh, well, hello. Okay, there's my gray box. Okay, so that'll be our base plate, I guess. Cool. I will save this, and I'll set this as the main scene. So if we hit play, you can't see anything. Oh, I should make sure I set this to make sure it's embedded. And there's nothing to see here. And I assume that's because there is no camera. So I guess for now, just for prototyping, we'll add camera. UD. Oops, did not mean to mess with the FOV. How do I... Okay, and now presumably this should just... Alright. That's a scene. That's a scene. Honestly, I was fully expecting the whole skybox and everything. Is that maybe? Oh, there is just a world environment. Sure. No. Canvas. No. Is there a default sky? Hey, there we go. All right, great. It is. It is dusk and. Oh, I just realized this window is also not capturing. See, this is an interesting predicament with capturing Godot specifically on Linux, because the windows are actually technically, the game windows are technically just floating windows. Yeah. Alright, time to do some live. We do embed game. Do this. The window is not showing. Let us capture that game window. Ah, you cannot capture that window. Damn, do I have to? I guess we will have to do. We'll have to do a screen capture. Let me make sure there's nothing that'll just like immediately dox me on this window or the screen. I remember the scene from Breath of the Wild that's running with a bunch of flat platforms. What a fine Nintendo IP that was. Yep, sure is. I wouldn't know anything about it. I'm not specifically trying to recreate it or anything, if that's something you might be concerned about. Okay, I guess I should be fine doing a screen capture because I don't have anything in my browser. Let me see what happens. Yeah, I should be good. Okay. I guess I will just do a screen capture, despite how risky that is. A screen capture. That's right. I use the best Linux desktop, the KDE desktop. Very based, I know. Much wow. But anyways, now you can actually see the game, and also all of the pop-up windows. Yeah, that's something slightly annoying for capturing Godot. But okay, so we have that. Oops, I default to the 2D scene out of habit. Okay, so we have that. And then I guess next, we need some sort of player character that we can actually control what is going on. You there. Player. New scene. 3D scene, and it is player character. And I think for now, we will just go with one of those PSG thingies. I was specifically hoping to make one of those, sphere. Wow, that is a high poly sphere. Amazing. And I guess we will shove the camera, or a camera. Or I don't know. I don't know if typically in Godot you like attach the camera inside the player scene, or if you would do it like in the scene that the player character is in. I guess like separating. Like maybe you want to move the character around, and would just like manipulate the camera without having to manipulate the player character. But I think just for now, we will throw the camera in with the character. You in there. Or maybe I could make this a first-person game. But I think right now I'm mostly interested in some sort of like third-person game. Okay. We have that. Ooh. Script. Find have it in the same folder. Then we will instantiate player character. Wow, trays into the song. Okay. Okay. Maybe we should add the sun. Can I add the sun through here? Sky. Ambient light. Reflected light. Sky? Will that work? That was slightly better. I add is there a sun? Is there a sun node? There is not a sun node. There is this directional light. Maybe I need to mess with the sky. Oh, there it is, the sun. Will that mess with... Okay, it will mess with it in here. Wait a minute, shouldn't this be visible then? Maybe I need to... With the sun here. That didn't do anything. That just... Okay, I can blind the player. Good to know. I can just flashbang. I'm sure that will be applicable at some point. Maybe it's just the ambient light that I need to mess with. The color is black. Let's say ambient light is generally not black. Then Okay, never mind. Energy. My god. I don't know, I guess we'll call that maybe good enough. I think first and foremost, I want to actually get this player character controllable. Although maybe is physics? Do I have to like enable physics on this thing? I think there's some sort of like player. No? 3D. There's lots of 3D stuff. Skeleton. Deadbeats. Oops. Reminder, lo-fi music from Mr. Luke Rembo. I forgot I completely forgot I was window capturing or screen capturing and not window capturing. Ishiki. There's a soft body. What I want specifically is for physics to be enabled for this thing. Or I think this is what I was looking for. Character body. Not affected by physics at all. That affect other physics bodies in their path. Mainly used this. Let's switch this. There is change type. We want this character. What is this wording? Has no shape. And so we want a collision shape. And I guess we'll move you up. We'll turn this to a capsule. That's what I was looking for the CSG, but I guess it doesn't exist. And we'll just add in physical process. It's just move. Isn't that what was it? Player character or actor. Move and slide method. Move and collide. Yeah. Is that not move and We're just moving platform. Let's just see if this is enough to have physics enabled at all. I'm gonna move you up. Nope, that sure didn't, that sure didn't do it. Now not. Wait, that didn't. Wait, no. Self. Oh, it stands player or no character body. And now, there we go. Okay. Move and slide. Based on velocity. Okay. Hopefully that just automatically applies. Nope. Sure doesn't. I was hoping that would just automatically apply gravity. Maybe I need to add. Is there a force? Move the body based on its velocity. Inside physics process. On a touching platform or moving platform automatically added. That's very cool. That should be very simple if I do have moving platforms, which I think I will plan to have if I do some sort of action RPG sort of thing. Oops, I keep opening that out of habit. So I just have to manipulate the velocity then. So velocity. I'll be back in a while. You better not be doing anything. Sure, I'll promise that I'll make absolutely zero progress. Vector. So if I just do that, will that work as I expect? Somewhat. That worked somewhat. Does this not automatically have collision information? I was hoping this would automatically have collisions enabled. You know what? Let's go searching. Godot. CSG shape. Collision shape. Prototyping levels of CSG. Yep, mainly used for prototyping. I am prototyping. There's a CSG combiner. Okay, so I can use that to combine multiple CSGs into one shape. And yeah, I suppose this is like the intended use case. To actually use it for CSG and not just random shapes. Okay. Collisions. CSG big collision shape. Okay. Is hat. Bait. Nope. Convert a CSD node and children to a meshed instance 3D. Create light maps. Fusion culling. Faster load time. Select it, then choose CSG, bake mesh instant. Oh, in the tool. Okay, up here. Bake collision shape. CSG bake collision shape. So I suppose that would be static. Body. Looks very distinctly not big. Oh, but this, okay. So maybe that'll work just fine now? Hey, that's progress. Let's... Okay. Well, that's progress. Is there no, like, automatic global gravity? It would be nice if that was a thing. The game is gravity in 6. There must be some sort of gravity. Right? Is this I'm using jolt physics? Differences. Physics introduction. Or maybe something in here. There is a default gravity. Physics server. Is there a way to use this value? Oh, you can also run the physics on a separate thread. Performance, but only can be used API. Okay. We'll leave that alone for now. But there is some sort of concept of physics. Over 3D. Body. Add constant force. Adds constant position force to the body. That keeps being applied over time until cleared. I mean, okay, sure. Body. Apply. But there's no gravity, so I guess we'll just use this, I guess. This is meant to be applied. I guess we should instead maybe prefer doing this then when it is entered. So physics for 3D, then body add constant force. I guess the body would be self. Force would be area parameter gravity. In an area. Is there not? There's just a get gravity function. Okay. You know what? Sure. Okay, fine. We'll do it in here then. So apply force, get gravity, and position shouldn't matter. I don't think. We do this. Cool. I think that just worked. Question mark. Oh wait, no. I had that. Is it I force? I is a position force to the body. Oh, all must be implemented in code. Wait. Integrate forces. I think that is also something mentioned. Wait, I can just do apply force? Well, I sure can't. Motion mode. No, that's that. The moves are based on velocity. We use in physics process. Modifies velocity if slide collision. That's not really helping. Okay, so velocity, current velocity in pixels per second. We used modified. Close, move, and slide. A common mistake is pre-multiplying this. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Remember to use this for collision. Okay, there might be something in just physics body. There's a move and collide. I don't think that's helpful for me. Okay. Is this value actually being like updated at all? I was expecting to see just like see velocity as a property in here. I'm not seeing anything like that. There's a test move. Velocity. Is do I have to apply this manually? Oh. Debug. Isn't there a way? Is there a way to see the debug in game? View information. That's interesting. Alrighty, though. Is there no way to just view debug? Like, I cannot see this. I can, like, barely make it out. Okay, well. Oops. Hey, chat. I guess. Ah. Force update cancel. No? Why? No. Move. Why? No. It's not its velocity. Oh, whatever. I guess we'll just code this manually. So if there is a floor, I think that should be a thing. Yeah, sure. For now, we'll just do this. If is on 4. I think there's a proper way you're supposed to do this, but I cannot be bothered to think about how you're supposed to do it. Am I able to just manipulate parts of the velocity? Maybe, hopefully. Else. Y equals. And for now, we'll just assume that gravity only goes downwards. Do that. I have no idea if that worked. Let's put us even. So let's angle the camera down a bit. Oops, was not it. Let's move us up. And then... okay. I guess that sort of worked. Maybe. Okay. This... So we'll do input. I just get input. Is let's see. Map. There are built-in actions, but I think this is all UI. Now, for now, let's do. Yeah, just for now we'll do this. I'm too lazy to do something else. So forward, back, right. E, forward. To think about this. We want to move relative to the camera, right? The poles. 1 times camera camera dot something. Is there no like just like forward vector? Like look vector would be what I would be thinking of. I have to consult the docs. Or 3D. Here's themselves the nearest viewport. There's a third-person shooter though. That's not helpful. I have to actually open it. Get camera projection versus there's good camera transform. helpful. Uh, um, I want to use the transform. Offset. Looking at. Oh, who is spamming me right now? Of course, it is Falco. I guess get the transform. Okay. Close. Looking at. I. This should be relatively simple, theoretically. I just literally don't know how to do it. Camera. I mean, all right, we're gonna resort to to get the direction the camera's facing. Camera on a global basis. Forward. I mean, I want to see if that just works. Yeah, it sure did. That sure did do something. 6-7. Hey, 6-7. Only slightly, only very slightly, Blade. It's not. It's not like I made much progress. Like, if you would like to see what I managed to do in the last 7 minutes. This is what I managed. I want to do. Okay, I guess we'll do. Forward, back, right, and go. See. What the? No. We'll do 4. Moving. There's some sort of cleaner way to do this, but it's past midnight. I'm not gonna figure that out right now. And it is inputting. And we'll apply these. Otherwise, do velocity. Velocity. And we'll see how that works. Okay. Let's see, movement speed. To 100. Times. Beautiful. Okay, is action. Wait a minute. Is action. Yes. Returns true if X. Press. Oh, because I did is just press is action. it zoomed off. 10. Alright. Let's see. Can I just directly get the mouse? Global scope mouse button. Oh, okay, it's just enums. Mouse? No. Is inputting. Is it best right mouse? Is there a mouse delta? Mouse mode. Captures the mouse. And find. Capture. Mouse. Mouse mode. Input. And then we need to get the relative. You can get pen pressure, and it's time to make. Fuck doing 3D. It's time to make another painting software, but this time in Godot. Oh. Input event mouse mode. It represents a mouse or pen movement. I'm back. Can someone give me a quick rundown? The quick rundown is that I can fall and move forward. That's a quick rundown, Sindarian. I've not made any progress that would infringe on anyone's copyright, if that's something you're curious about. Because that seems to be a recurring theme with you right now. Holy shit. Huge, I know. A ball. I think technically this is like I would say it's like the character's head. Because their body is not just the ball. But it's not rendering anything else. So yeah, it's just a ball. Me when I'm balling. I should put a speed cap. You can fit a creature in there, just so you know. What do you want me to do with that information? I'm not gonna make Super Monkey Ball if if that's what they're trying to steer me towards. No monkeys will be in any balls. Oh right, I'm basically cheating this as well. You can fit a creature. We're not putting any creatures in balls. Okay, no. Right now, don't get distracted. Right now, we're trying to move the camera. Or not even move the camera. We're trying to rotate the player. Should I say the joke, Lamau? Will the joke get you in trouble? Well, I have to ban you if you say the joke. Because I'm not sure I know what the joke is. No. Okay. I guess we would do this in function input event. No. Is mouse motion. Automatically scaled. I want clean. Okay, so if I do this. Oh, and also only if input dot mouse mode dot captured. Delta dot rotate. No, rotate Y based on this. I think. All right, great. That's somewhat worked. Alright, and then the direction is backwards. Okay, cool. Oh, and I've fallen and I can't get up. Got elite ball knowledge. Alright, very cool for you, Sanderian. Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll say that's somewhat working. me when I'm balling. Okay, you know what? That is somewhat working. That way down. Also put this way down. Okay, well, we have the basis for a 3D game. And I think for now, we will just do, we'll add a toggle. Debug, toggle, out capture, set that to E, toggle. If input is accessed, this these around. Alright, cool. And I can just toggle to switch back. Oh god. Okay, cool. Let's see. I guess first I'm going to make this bigger, we'll say. Although, unfortunately, I don't think this, like, automatically makes the collision bigger. Ball fall, so true. Yep, it does not automatically, so I have to remake this. Annoying, but whatever. My god. Okay. I guess I sort of want like a pivot point. Or I don't know if there's a way to like make this camera pivot. Yable, stand and fall. I don't know if there's a way to make it so like the camera like just pivots up and down. Maybe there's a way to apply a transform, a rotation transform, maybe. Okay, but for now, let's see. Let's see. I don't... I have to decide exactly what sort of game we're gonna make. And like I mentioned before, my two main options that I've been considering are a tennis game, because that's what I've mostly been familiar with for making a game. Or that action RPG, like roguelike action RPG. Despite how that does sound pretty ambitious, but I think that would be fun to work on. And so I think I do want to work on some sort of action RPG. But I think it would be fun. I think we... Work on this movement a bit more. I have some UUs in my laptop. Sucks. Well, you gotta work on them. Let's work on them so they don't suck. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out pivoting the camera. Okay, so right now it's okay, so its position is relative to its parent, I think. The ball do be fallen. Right, so I think its position is relative to its parent. Is there a way I can apply, or maybe... Ballin', I do be ballin'. Also, what is up, I stream? Nice to see you here. I'm trying to see... Yeah, happy to have you here. You just woke up. Good morning to you. Technically, it's morning for me, even though just past midnight. But good morning nonetheless. Or transform. Night kind of morning? It's basically morning. Basically. Man, how do how do people make camera systems? This is so hard. I'm just gonna call this camera pivot for now. Because I don't remember. There's like yaw pitch and whatever the third one is. Coming from Unity, you don't. That's great. We use the built-in camera system. Yeah, I assume you would do that. I don't know if... I don't think there's a built-in camera system for Godot, unfortunately. There's probably some sort of free asset in the asset library. Like, let's just search camera. I assume these are for accessing the device's camera. Yaw, pitch, and roll. Yeah. And I don't know which one is the one for, like, up, down. It'd be like here, like up and down. This is Metro Camera 2D. Image loader failed to create SVG film. Good. That's great. That's actually lovely. Oh, I think Phantom Camera is like the main thing people use, maybe. Up and down his pitch, maybe. Let me look up Phantom Camera. I think, because I'm pretty sure Phantom Camera is a add-on that's used pretty commonly. What does this provide exactly? Give it on camera. Just make the game text-based. So true. You know what? Let's just make Doki Doki Literature Club, but it's 3D. And it just literally just Doki Doki Literature Club, but all the assets are 3D. And we don't actually have to manipulate the camera at all. Behaviors like following and looking. And between positions. You follow. And so this is like follows around. Why deal with the camera when you can just move the entire world? Load group is follow up half. Wow, that's trippy. Framed. Okay. There's a third person. That's wild. Very cool reference. I know that reference. Okay. You know what? Sure. Download. Give me that. Install. I don't really have any plans for uploading the game to GitHub or anything, so... Okay. So I presume this would theoretically make it very simple. Maybe. Camera. Do I have to reload this? I probably have to reload. Reload. No. I don't know why the command palette does not include reload current project. I feel like that's definitely something they should have added. Wait, and then... Okay, no, it didn't. Okay, how do I... how do I use your thing? Here's an idea for a hidden object game, but every room has one big... That sounds very interesting, but I feel like there's something in that idea you might want to address a little bit, elaborate on, maybe. Okay. They have docs somewhere, right? Relation. Address the elephant genre of the game. No, this idea was not registered under Nintendo. That's definitely the information I was looking for. Good to know. So I can use that without their permission. Not that I was looking to use any Nintendo stuff without permission. Documentation. Anthem. Do I have to enable plugins? Oh, I have to enable it. Oops, I'm dumb. That just goes to show I've never used any plugins. Okay. Now I can add a answer. No? Ecam. No? Or are you not able to instantiate? Okay, installation. Yep. Scene. It'll have a 3D camera node. We want a phantom camera host. Which does not seem to exist. Okay, clearly this hasn't loaded properly. Yeah, it did show up in the autocomplete. I did see that. But not showing up as a resource or a node. Here's an idea of a puzzle strand type game where you must find the address of your recipient. Okay. Get it? No, I'm gonna need you to explain that joke in more depth. I need you to address. I'm gonna try reloading again. Settings. What? Okay, hold on. Settings, plugins. Now it's enabled. Okay, now they're showing up. I don't know why they weren't showing up before, but okay, cool. Did they want a camera host? Yep, there it is. Okay, so camera host. And I guess maybe this camera. Okay. Follow node. We want third person. We'll set the target, the player character. I actually don't know what else you need to do here. Okay. I mean, hey, that's something different. That sure is something different. Let me see. Child. Okay. So maybe it actually has to be in this main scene. Maybe. So we'll see if we can just do that. Camera. Post. There. And we want to set this third person. Target will be the player character. Offset this. For now, we're gonna hide. Oh no, okay. That is working properly. It just didn't work as I was hoping. Okay. This will instead put low target. Is there a way to set the distance? Let's see. Priority, follow mode, look at mode, queen. There's a near and far. Follow. Oh, you can set an offset. Okay, that's good to know. I can figure that out. Do I have to actually set this in the code? It says property. I just sort of assumed it would mean I could set it in. Maybe it needs this. Offset. No. Mute. And or is it that follow parameters? Follow offset. Okay. I can set the height. That's fun. I mean, sure, we'll set that to 20. We can set the length. Okay. And that's how you would set the distance, I suppose. Try 2. And hey, that's something. Okay. And then I guess rotate. Let me see. Rotate. 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 Look at mode. Is mimic. I mean, we could try that. We'll set look at mode, mimic, target just as a player character. And then okay, that didn't work. I think it's because I'm setting the rotation directly. No? Because we're rotating this node. That's interesting. Okay. Because what my expectation would be that it rotates, and so that would rotate the entire like character scene. And I guess if I just rotate the no, because it does rotate the entire thing. Because we're rotating the root node. So my expectation was that it would copy the rotation. Maybe I should not have it rotate. Nope, it's just rotating. So now just this is rotating, and this is not rotating. Okay. All mode, third person. And it said that they're not meant to be used together anyways. Maybe that's not how we want to do it. I guess just set the rotation? I just have to do this manually based on the mouse input. Oops. Hi again, chat. Can I just copy the rotation? We'll do or PCAM E E Does that just work? Nope, that sure did. Okay. We can rotate. Oops. Hello again, chat. Set third person rotation. Right, 0, Y. Y, 0. Hey, that worked. Oops, and there I go. We're gonna call it P pitch or PCAM pitch. Oh, 0. I don't. That rotation agrees, and so P pitch. Is it this one? And then, yeah, I assume Z is going to go to the side, I think. Pitch. Post clamp. Pitch plus E. Y. Rotation speed. And I don't remember. This really is something I should have memorized, but I do not. I sure don't. I guess negative pi to pi. Oh, and it was in fact wrong. That's wonderful. Yeah. That sure is roll. Do a barrel roll. Take him down. Okay, I also do have this reversed once again. Oh god. And also, it should be I over 2. And we're also going to add a little bit just so you can't look straight. There we go. That is very basic camera and very much accelerating movement, because I have not set a maximum speed for this. And you know what? I think we should make an obstacle course. Add C. There's got to be a simpler way to make these. Whatever. We're just gonna make a small gap to jump over. Make a ramp. You. Alright, there's my very advanced parkour course. Then we need to... There's gotta be... Whatever. There should be a simpler way to do this, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so if I just run over there, I should run into it and fall. And so we're going to add a jump button. Settings, we're gonna add a input for jump. Base. Alright, chat. We're gonna do something very advanced. We're going to implement jumping. We're gonna say if is action. Press jump. A jump force. This thing might need to be big. We're gonna make that 100. Chat, I might be a genius. Okay, let's add a kill zone. Or I guess maybe not even add a kill zone, but let's make a node. We call this On position. Yeah. On position. Godot. No. I guess we're gonna add the main script. Yeah. Oh, player character. Then if position dot y is negative, and then position player dot velocity equals 0. Position equals main. All right, and we should try to use a global. And we'll see if that just works. Whoops. That makes sense. That makes sense. 3.0. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay. And then I fell down. Boop, boop. Alright, I'm a genius. You know what? That's the game complete. That's my game. That's my entire game. Yep, that's it. Heavy gravity parkour with lots of momentum. Guys, this is my new speedrun game. It's very physics based. Okay. Trying to think. What do I want to do next? Already enough to cause multiplayer chaos guaranteed. Alright, that's definitely something maybe work on. Because I guess I wouldn't really implement 3D game or online. I don't think I'll implement online for this project. But online is definitely something I need to explore in the future with Godot. This is legitimately, this is already pretty satisfying. Okay. But okay, let's implement the other movement. Right. We're going to use instead a move back. Zero. And then forward. Right. Velocity. I let's do 3D just to simplify this implementation. Left, left, minus, back, that, three, one, and then we want to normalize it. Fact, movement speed. Normalized, and then times equals movement speed, and then use that for the velocity. Three, zero plus movement vector. And we're super slow now. Because we're no longer just accelerating. Oh god. Oh, did I change the rotation speed? Bam. 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 I'm a fucking genius. I say it right before I fall off the world. Alright, good. I mean, that's basic movement, I guess. Let's mess with that gravity. That gravity is sort of bothering me. Seven. So reduce that force. Bam. Bam. I'm too weak. Let's increase that a bit. Bam, bam, a bam. Alright, that only took 2 hours, but I have basic movement in a little 3D world. And you know what? I think you could call that a success by some metric. Because it's definitely better than nothing. Although I would say that this is kind of tedious to implement a little bit. If like I were to make 3D games often. But hey, that's something. I have no idea how it's normally done in other games. Well, based on what Sinzirian said, you would just like use my impression is that Unity does a lot for you. Because I think based on what I've read, like Godot is pretty it has everything you need to make a game and nothing more. Like there's a lot of stuff it won't do for you. Whereas Unity will have a lot of stuff, lots of pre-made assets to make developers' lives much simpler. I guess that's why Unity asset flips exist. Because it's like very, very simple to make a 3D game, I suppose. Okay, that's that. I think maybe... what I want to do next... Scene, 3D. Sword. Okay, we're going to make a very simple sword using CSG tools. Just gonna make a very basic sword to work with. Oh. Nope. Cool. How do I do symmetrical? Alt? Alt. Oh. Another box. We're gonna call that good enough. And then I think I will add a collision shape. We want to use this for this BGM reminds me of one of Callie's songs. I don't know, maybe I'm just going crazy though. Let's see. What am I thinking? What am I trying to add? Oh, 3D. What am I trying to add? Oh, I'm dumb. It's supposed to be up here. Block shape. Block shape, block shape, block shape. Block scene, block scene. Okay, and we're gonna eventually use this for detecting collisions. Yeah, it should be area 3D. That. And we'll call this hurt box. We'll just call this mesh now. Just mesh. Okay. We're probably not even gonna use the hurt box during this stream, but it's whatever. So we'll add this sword. As a child. And that is so much smaller than I was expecting. Hold on, let's make you big. Two. So rotate, get rotated, idiot. Get rotado, the idiot. And then if we just do that, I will be running around with a sword. Okay. Well, I guess for now, this is gonna be our player character. But the reason I wanted to do this is that just like for now, we'll animate with this. I guess the simplest way will be doing this. New animation. Idle. And the things involved are. I'm gonna call this the head. Add. Yo, what's up? Currently, I've been exploring 3D in Godot for the first time for a little bit. And right now, I've managed to get a little bit of camera and movement down. And so what I'm about to start doing is doing some animating based on this very simple player character. Is that Blender? Very much not Blender. I can see the resemblance though, with this like layout or the background environment. And is yeah, we'll just use the position. And so for this sword. Oh wait, there's a 3D position track. I'm fucking stupid. Okay. 3D position of this. Can I select multiple? No, I can't. Okay. Is that an anime character in your mouse pointer? It is my VTuber Oshi Mori Calliope. I don't have a more convenient way to show it off. But there she is. Position of the sword. And also rotation. Oops. By default, that's that's interesting. Just reset them. But I think I generally understand why I did that. Add. Add keyframe. Is this normally at? Form position. It got reset. Okay. Cool. 2.6. Okay. 0.6 here. There's gotta be a more convenient way to add keyframes. Oh, okay. You over. That does not appear to actually do anything. What would that be? Oh, wait, what? Why did... I would assume that this would update live. Okay, 0. That's interesting. Yo, what is up? I'm trying to do a little bit of basic animation in Godot. I'm trying out its 3D stuff for the first time. But are you good with 2D? I wouldn't I would not call myself good at anything really. But with Godot specifically, I've only worked in 2D so far. And so I took this as a chance to just explore using the 3D stuff in Godot. Is that my real voice? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, that is my real voice. I get rotated. Does Rev ever share work? I don't know who Rev is. Inventory must be normalized. Okay. Whatever that means. Okay, there must be something I'm horribly missing here with animating in Godot. Animation. Float animation. They're using the position rotation directly. Which is interesting. I would have expected that these properties, they wouldn't use the properties directly. Hey, thank you for swinging by. Is streaming fun? It's pretty fun. Nice to have people to talk to. Okay. Okay, so clearly they don't do this. Instead, they use the properties directly for some reason. We'll use that like they did in that document. Key. Yep, that looks fine. Add key. Fine, add key. This we want to rotate. Okay, there we go. Is it this way? Nope, there isn't. This way. I think I want to hold it. Or can I just manipulate it directly now? And that'll... Nope, that sure didn't. Okay. So I do have to do it directly here then. Which is kind of inconvenient, but okay. And for now, we'll set that. Let already for AP. Station player is the one we have in here. And just at the start, play the idle animation. Okay, that's a good start. Are you an elf? My character design is a dark elf, yes. At least that's the design of this character I've made anyways. Actually, I don't think I need one for the position. Rotation, definitely. Do that. Maybe a bit too strong. Yo, thank you. Thank you for hanging out, even if it's just for a little bit. Really appreciate it. So... Is this not snapping? Snap, please. E. Head will bob up a bit. And then at the end, duplicate these. So now, if we play it... Alright, it's not set the loop. Do I have to set this? And then will it loop now? Hey, that's something. A bit too fast though. Should be able to change the speed. I can change the length in frames. How do I change... Or do I have to just set it during playback? I guess we'll just do that for now. One, two, five. And there we go. Okay, cool. That's one very basic idle animation. This lighting is really bothering me now. because it's making it hard to see. Because I want the lighting to be like this, however they've set this up. Go 3D default. World environment. They use physical sky instead? I mean, we can try this. It looks cool. You're fucking blind. Okay. I'm hired? For what position? Okay, clearly I'm not doing something right. Just kidding, bro. I don't have money to hire you. Same here. It's rough out there. It's sorts this guy. Make it white. That still didn't do anything. Alright, wait. What does this do? Nothing. I'm clearly not doing something right here. Do I like Dark Elves? I think the design is very cool. If you're talking like Dark Elves in media, I don't think I've consumed enough media with Dark Elves to have a good understanding of like how most authors characterize them and to like make an opinion based on that. But I think in general the design is cool though. Oh, Dark Elf girls in anime, very based. Add sun to scene. Wait, is that what I was missing? My god, we're so in. Well, we're actually so in. There's I have shadows now. We're so in. We're actually so in, chat. All right, and then I guess the last thing for stream that I do want to work on is just a very basic attack animation. Animation. There it is. New. Or new /1. Position. Okay, come on. There's gotta be a simpler way to do animations in Godot with 3D objects. Godot 3D animations. I guess maybe you're more likely like to do animations in an actual dedicated engine like Blender instead of doing them in here, maybe. I don't know. But they have the tools for it, so... Yeah, it's called animating in Blender and importing as FBX. Okay, thank you, Scenaria. Thank you for the helpful input. Animation. Next outline. Keyframes. Positions. It is designed for animations imported from external 3D models. Oh, I should really figure this out so that I'm not annoyed by this later on. Is there a way to just edit? Oh, 3D animation, edit, and nope, edit, and it works. can edit 3D animation keyframes directly in the viewport. Where is this auto key? Function. Track. Hold on, where is this? Are you making this up? Godot 3D animation. Google, Gemma, are you lying to me? Auto key. There is no dedicated auto key for 3D viewport. For complex movements, it is often recommended to use external tools. Okay. This issue is closed. Auto keying is not available in 3D editor. Closing in favor of this other one. Is this one still open? It's of course still fucking open. 2019. There's a plugin for this. I made a plugin for this. They didn't link it. That's great. So I do just have to do this manually, I guess. Which is great. Sword. This is so wonderful. If it would at least give live updates, that would be really appreciated. Oh wait, it does. But like, this is still very annoying. I am indeed learning a lot. Wait. Do that for first frame. Godot is relatively simple to work with, and it's also very lightweight. And also, it works on Linux very simply. Yeah. Move. No. That. this away, this away. This will do. Obey. Oh, Godot itself is a game engine. I'm just having fun doing a simple animation, attack animation in it. It's right. And now on the slash. Up, forward, and get rotated, idiot. Okay, that's probably too far forward. Yeah, that's definitely way too far forward. Yo, what's up? I'm currently in the middle of doing a very basic attack animation. The follow through. I mean, they don't really. Well, I guess I wouldn't know because I didn't go to school for that. But like, I don't have any like formal education with game development. It's always been like personal projects and thus like self-learning, I guess. It's the times I keyframe everything frame by frame. Yeah, I imagine that's a lot of fun. Code Godot for real? I mean, GD script is pretty simple. And alternatively, you can just use C# if you want to. Also rotate it a bit more. Okay, we'll call that good enough. So in the script, I'm gonna add an action for binary. We're gonna add that to just click. So if input request primary, then ap.play flash. Okay, and then it doesn't go back. Let's look at this animation tree thing, because I've never used it. No root animation node for the graph is set. Okay. So we'll set this. I actually... Well, for the animation player, we'll use this. I mean, I guess the root node. And then how do I go about... If you... Okay. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Use put or animation player tree. Okay, this seems this seems a little bit finicky. This is a bit finicky. We'll go there. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Will this work? No? Okay, let's actually let's actually look at how animation trees work. Godot animation tree. So using animation tree. Let's use this blend tree. We'll add animation is just we'll add a blend. Want a one shot. Title. Okay, why would you put it there? Okay. Flash. Bro is gonna be Pirate King. Huge. I do like One Piece, although I'm currently not caught up to the latest chapters, unfortunately. Seems to be in One Piece to me. I've never seen me in One Piece. I don't know what you're talking about. What does he know? So you're like broken to pieces? I am ballin'. I am faded. Okay, I don't know how this one-shot thing works. This will execute an animation once and return once it finishes. Do you say anything else about this thing? You sure don't. That's great. I'd say the main thing you do in Godot is in fact coding. Oh wait, no, you use the one shot directly. And this is the shot. And this is the in. And so it plays that. But then how do you activate it? Okay, cool. Parameters, one shot. This seems very annoying, but okay. at.set. Plus got fire. Use click team if you don't want to. Get mods. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Hey, that worked. Not really blending though. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna call that good enough for now. It's at least something. That game engine that indie games use? What is click team? Am I getting scammed? Apparently I've looked at this before. It's called FNAF or something. Oh, video games. Ultimate Custom Night 2018. Well, anyways, I'd say that was pretty good progress for the first time using Greenie in Godot. We figured out why light was just like not working. We got basic movement and very, very basic animation. Although I guess it's probably time to learn Blender, huh? Get ready to learn Blender, buddy. But anyways, yeah, that was fun. But it is now 2 a.m. and I should probably go to sleep soon. If not 2 hours, if not 2 hours ago, I should have been asleep. But anyways, that was fun. I hope you guys had fun or didn't mind me rambling in the background. What do you mean time to learn? Because I don't know Godot already, or don't know Blender already. Send the Blender video. Caught. I mean, that was back in high school. I'll have you know, I've not used Blender for editing videos in a long while. Okay. I like how you're the baseline here. Not even I would do that. But yeah. Now that we've got, you know, the building blocks of a 3D action game, I think I'll leave it here for now. So thank you to everyone who decided to hang out. Really appreciate it. Probably next stream will be continuing the roguelike gauntlet. I do still have I've not turned off my computer because live split doesn't save your progress, or you can't save your progress with live split. So I do still have. I've not turned off my computer since the last stream. But yeah, next stream will probably be the continuing the roguelike gauntlet with FTL. One stuff from Eden and Wallfrost, along with most likely Slay the Spire. Yo, Mr. Miyamoto. But that'll be all for now. I'm not gonna get in trouble with FromSoft. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. As my Oshi says, peace.